And here's Ian Kinsler. Fastball in there, 0-1. Texas lost yesterday. Now game 3 after splitting the first 2. Looking to capture this series against the Marlins. That one fouled off by Kinsler. He battled all the way in the last one. Deep game.
Yeah, and you're hoping that you can just get out of that 12th inning, try to score in the top of the 13th, but it just didn't happen. They take a tough loss.
Flied to right. 1 away. Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. It's going to be Troy Tulowitzki and the Colorado Rockies. They'll be hosting the Milwaukee Brewers. Game gets underway 7 o'clock Eastern.
Really looking forward to calling that game. It's got a chance to be a very interesting matchup between those two.
He sends this one in the air towards center. It's caught. Now with 2 outs. A chance here for Josh Hamilton.
This game has not been coming to him recently. Just 12 for his last 52 at bats. He can trace his struggles back to the end of May. He went into a funk right there, and he just can't find a way out of it right now. He's got to shake himself and get going.
Hit up the middle. And the diving stop. He's up. And he's out at first. What an out. And they're held in check here in this half inning. The Marlins still out in front. Botker at the plate. Steve, how well is that pitching performance standing up?
You know, you throw that fastball down, the hitter's got to go down and get it. And because he's changed their eye level, they just can't get down far enough. A lot of ground ball outs.
That's a strike. Belize takes the count to 0-2.
Some guys throw in, some guys pitch in. He pitched in right there to get the strike. Now let's see if he pitches away.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. One away.
He's got some real giddy up on the fastball today. It's got that good late action in the zone. It's his 5th strikeout today.
It's Emos at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. Had a big rip at that one and falls behind 0-1.
Well, he wasn't trying to hit a single the other way with that swing. He's trying to take that ball out of the ballpark. Let me tell you, if he gets another pitch in that location, look out. We might have a souvenir.
And he swings and misses at the splitter. 2 down.
That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour. Look, Gary, he has great action on that splitter today. They're swinging right over the top of it. He's putting it right where he wants. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
Buck is the batter.
Well, if you can get a start like this every time out from your starting pitcher, you're going to take it. He kept you in the ball game, pitched pretty well, and now turns it over to the bullpen.
Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now. 0-2.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
No runs, no hits. Nobody crossed the plate in this half inning, and nobody left on. Leading it off, Nelson Cruz. Drew a walk his last time. That's hit foul by Cruz. Foul! Nelson Cruz not fooled by that pitch, and the count is evened up.
Clearly, getting very late here in the ball game, and the game's getting short, so you've got to look to play for a big inning. You're down by 2. See what you can do. Get an opportunity to take advantage. You don't know if you're going to get it done to the 9th. Try to get it done right here.
There's a ground ball. Emus. 1 away. Still early, but never too early to gauge the Eastern Division race. Take a look at it on our State Farm standings board. Marlins out in front, first place. In second place, it's the Phillies. Nationals in third. In fourth place, it's the Braves. And down in last place, the Mets. Here's Mike Stanton now. There's 1 down. Swung and a fly ball. Now it's 2 down.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
Here's Adrian Beltre with 2 down. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. There's a swing and a smash. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. And it's low batting. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And Blake's batting. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
Thought about dropping one down that time. Missed it. It's a strike. Trying to bunt his way aboard. He misses for a strike. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider. One out.
Just drops that one in there. Good break on it. 83 miles per hour. Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
Friedberg gets a turn here. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. And that's going to bring his tourist to the plate. He'll grab a bat and hit here. Back up the middle. Look out. Oh, right back up the middle, and the pitcher did not get out of the way. Picked up by Kinsler. And they'll have to eat this, as that will go as an infield single.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you get in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers, that is huge.
Oh, he's trying to steal second. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. His Torres trying to score. And he crosses the plate all the way from first base.
Well, a good read off the bat right there. He saw the outfielders weren't going to get to it, and he just put his head down and started running for all he was worth, negating what the coaches were telling him. He was going to go in and score on this one.
Davis into the batter's box. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup to stay in charge. Right now they are. A shot up the middle, and that'll put him on another hit. He's trying for the plate, and the run is in.
Well, the guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. It comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
And Mayberry's batting. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Well, they're taking advantage of add-on time, and the opportunities are there. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
And you hope the pitcher's a little frustrated right here. Maybe makes a mistake in a bad pitch. And here's Davis. He takes off. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. Davis around third, headed for the plate. And he gets there all the way from first. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum.
Well, a great piece of work right there to get that double and put himself in scoring position. He got a fastball and took a good rip at it. Nice, short, compact swing.
Botker settles in. Well, this may be one of those games where everybody comes to the plate and hit in the air to left center. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. And he scores.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
It's Emos at the plate. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Now, Garrett.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Cruz is there. And that one's put away to retire the side. Big offensive inning, 5 base hits and 4 runs. It's Mike Napoli to lead it off. And doing the pitching, it's going to be Philip Humbert as they make the pitching swap. Watches a fastball that's in there, 0-1.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the ninth inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
Outside as Napoli takes it for a ball. Napoli will foul that one away. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And he makes the catch. One away.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground. And obviously they've got a hill still to climb. And running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining. So they've got to get something going and keep it going. It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
He delivers. A smash between short and third. The catch, and he has it for the second out.
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, looking pretty dire at this point. And, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
This one's grounded foul, wide of first. That one goes foul. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
What a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Would like now to take a look at our player of the game. Let's make a pick.
Well, great starting pitching usually leads to wins for your team, and he came through with a great one in this one. And that's basically the definition of what it takes to become the player of the game.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You have Well, the pressure squarely on the shoulders of Wade Davis right here. He's going to have to go with his good stuff to try to get out of the jam.
You don't want to be down any more than the two you're already behind in this ball game. Swing, hot shot, dive. Rodriguez up with it. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. And he's out at first. What an out. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
On 2 hits and strand 1. Marlins 3, Tampa Bay 1. Well, I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
It's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
And doing the pitching, it'll be Jeremy Affeldt. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. It's off the wall on a hop. And coming up for the Marlins, tonight their final game with Tampa Bay. Tomorrow's on. They'll face an interleague matchup with the Baltimore Orioles. That series bound to be competitive. That'll be a 3-game series. Continuing on, they'll look to add on more victories against the team they've had the upper hand against, the San Diego Padres. Ground ball up the middle. Emus. And he throws on to first for the out, put away.
Good piece of situational hitting right there. Man on second. You got to get him to third, even with the out. He does it. Good piece of baseball.
And we're going to get to see Eduardo Sanchez pitching. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game.
Here's the pitch. And the 2-0 pitch is a fastball low, 3-0.
Well, anytime you have first base open and you don't need to just throw anything over the plate, be careful with him. If you walk him, you walk him.
And he watches the slider all the way, 3-1.
There's no real reason for him to have to swing the bat here 3-1. So unless it's a perfect pitch, you got to think he's taking.
And Ruggiano's going to steal. And he is out at the plate. I don't know if the batter missed the sign or what, but you talk about running into an out. Ball 4, he walked him.
Well, the hardest thing to do when you have an at-bat that lasts this long is sometimes you have a tendency to be impatient and chase one. Give the hitter a lot of credit. It was a close pitch, but he laid off of it to earn that walk.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on. Yeah, we look at these standings in the Eastern Division, brought to you by State Farm. All-Star break, not far off. In first place, it's the Yankees. The Orioles, second place. Third goes to the Rays. Fourth place, the Blue Jays. And it's the Red Sox in last place. And Casey Kochman to bat. Flew out last time. And out on the mound, we'll see Josh Lindblom. As the Marlins bring in their reliever, plays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1. Low for a ball to Kochman.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Kochman will foul that one away. Two-two. Looked like a slurve that misses. 3-2.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
The 3-2 pitch.
You're out.
And Kochman up empty on that one. His at-bat is over. They get two men in scoring position. Couple of hits. Can't get them home, though. And it'll be the Marlins coming right up. Vodker at the plate. He'll start things off. Bottom half, eighth inning.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
And we've got Jake McGee out on the mound as they make the pitching swap. This is that fastball already 0-2.
The hitter now needs to protect the plate. Think about going right back up the middle.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, one away.
His pitches complement one another. They work off of each other, and he used a tremendous sequence right there. 1, 2, 3, strike out, see you later.
It's Emos at the plate. Drove in a run earlier in the game. Swinging lined up the middle. And it gets down. A 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job. Here's what the Rays have in store. Tonight, the final game with Miami. They'll be traveling tomorrow. They'll look to tip the balance against a team looks pretty good, pretty even against them on paper. The San Diego Padres. There he goes for second. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's going to be Joyce. Now it's 2 down. And Lindblom's in the box. Two outs and a man on first. The pitch. Waves at this bunt attempt. He misses for a strike. Oh, there he goes for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Bringing a smash between short and third. He's on board, way ahead of that play.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with the single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
And we've got Jennings batting. Struck out swinging his last time up. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. That's over as well, and it's quickly 0-2.
He has great rotation on his breaking ball right here, and he hits the perfect spot. The hitter just gave up on it.
Check swing called, strike 3, out number 1. And through this time for a base hit. The hits just keep on coming. That's 5 today.
Well, you'll see this one headed for the outside corner of the plate. I think the batter might have gotten fooled looking for something else because that was definitely a hittable pitch.
And you get a note like that, he's going to head back thinking about that and not wanting another at-bat to end that way. Ground ball, Zobrist. It's gobbled up. Gets one at second. On to first, safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Here is Matt Joyce. He has gone 6 for 20. That's a 300 average over his career against the Marlins. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
But with the swing like that, there's no wonder why he's getting sliders right there. Tough pitch to hit out of the ballpark, but give the hitter credit. He's trying to do it anyway.
Yeah, take one for the team with some. Sometimes it's going to leave a mark, and that's definitely going to. The fastball can hurt.
It's going to be Ruggiano. Swing and a rocket toward short. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base.
So an outstanding piece of hitting to load the bases. Picks up that single, and now the pressure mounts.
Anyway, we've got Lobaton at the plate. And he has a chance to tie this game.
Well, that's right. An extra base hit probably gives them the lead and keeps this rally going.
And doing the pitching, it'll be Jonathan Broxton as Miami brings him in to close. Taps this one foul to the right. Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1.
Well, you rarely see a pitcher try to throw a changeup inside. You know that was a mistake right there. He's going to have to straighten that pitch up or he's going to get hurt.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. Lined foul towards third. The pitch. And he struck him out. This ball game is over. The potential tying and winning runs left on base.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
I think you'll agree we have got the perfect choice in this one for our player of the game. Josh Johnson really pitched well today.
You know, a lot of times pitchers get really too hard on themselves, and they're their toughest critic. But I don't think he can find too much to complain about after this effort. Yes, he did give up just the 1 earned run, but his bats came through for him on the offensive end, and he took care of the rest.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So, for Steve Phillips and John Kruk.